Right, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called The Great Ziegfeld, 1936. I'm giving this 2 out of 5 stars. I just like this flick. It's got William Powell and Arnold Lawyer. I've never seen a single one of their movies before, so I'm not even going to bother mentioning their names. I don't dislike this movie because of the blackface. That's actually the reason to watch. And it's funny because the Wizard of Oz is in this again. That's the second movie that I've seen the Wizard of Oz in a blackface movie. The other being Dimples. I like Dimples better. This one doesn't have Step and Fetch It, but it's got an actor portraying Eddie Cantor in blackface. So that's the reason why people dislike this movie, even though it got like 3 Academy Awards. It was nominated for like 10, something like that. Hey, Karate Man is here. It must be Monday in Australia. What's happening, Karate Man? I guess I gotta wait another 4 hours for Adrian to show in the chat room. Your Australian mate, Adrian. He keeps mentioning you in the comments. What did he say? What did he say about you in the comments? Let me look it up. I gotta see this. So go to YouTube, click on something. Is it studio or my channel? How do I get to my comments? I was doing this at work. And let's try my channel. No, that's not it. Ain't wrong. At least it didn't pull up my Audra Hando video. It's got the Great Ziegfield movie review. Live streaming. Streaming live. Australian kickboxers. Okay, I'm in YouTube Creator Studio, but it's quite slow. So Ziegfield was this entertainer. He's kind of like a P.T. Barnum at the turn of the century. He was at the World Fair. Oh, here we go, comments. I found it. He was at the World Fair in the 1800s, 19th century. Well, I can't find it. Was it Fort Apache? Oh man. I don't remember. Oh, that's my son when he was a baby. When I was still married. before his mother served me divorce papers, which didn't take her too long because I told her I wanted another kid, and she wasn't. And instead, she handed me divorce papers. That was the reason behind my second divorce. She was wondering why I was getting upset in front of the kids. It's because she was scheming to divorce me. She was trying to shut me out of her bed and take my son away from me, things like that. It was not a good time. Anyways, what do I got coming on my Netflix queue? Too bad you didn't check out my last video. I did a shout out to you and Adrian, my two Australian mates. But well, you're probably not into horror movies. I'm not going to tell you my list because it's the same list that I gave you last week. I'm just going to tell you what's coming in the mail from Netflix. Yeah, she's a little bit goofy. She was born in China, and she grew up under Mao Zedong. Need I say more? All right. So I got Gunga Din. That's not a canon action movie. What's wrong with me? Then I got Heidi. Oh man, another Shirley Temple movie. God. Oh man, that's gonna be painful to watch. I bet you $10 it doesn't have Step and Fetch It in it. So Gunga Din is about 3 British soldiers, including Cary Grant and Douglas Fairbanks Jr. It's a war movie, right up Adrian's alley. Heidi is some little orphan Shirley Temple movie, rated G. Doesn't look too promising. Holiday Inn with Bing Crosby. He sings the Oscar-winning White Christmas in Irving, Berlin. Romantic comedy. Okay. Not looking forward to that one either. No, she took a yoga class at College of San Mateo. That's about it. And she thinks Bruce Lee was murdered by Whitey. She thinks Whitey murdered Bruce Lee. Some white man, mysterious white man, murdered Bruce Lee. Yeah. The Oscars are politically correct. Does anybody watch the Oscars? It's all quotas and minority nonsense. I don't know why they even bother having a competition if they're going to judge people based on their race or their sex biology, whatever. I mean, doesn't that kind of water it down and make it useless and meaningless? That's just me. But movies have been politically correct for a long time, going all the way back to 1995, as far as I can tell. That's not counting New French extremism or that horror movie that I just saw. Who's Danielle Harris? I never even heard of that. American actress. I'm not into white women, let me just tell you. She was born in 1977, so she's been around a long time. She's Scream Queen. Danielle Harris, 44 years old, white woman. I don't know. She looks kind of short to me. How tall is she? She was a child actress. Some 90s films. She did some Nickelodeon series. She's a director. Okay. Horror icon. Must be newer films, because I don't watch horror movies after 1995 unless it's new French extremism or that movie that I just watched, Hereditary. That was pretty decent. Oh, she was in a couple of action movies, of course. If it's a Karate Man mention, it's got to be action movies involved in it, right? All right, so I've been talking to Halloween 4 and 5. I got to check those out. Let's see if it's on Netflix. I've been talking to Karate Man for the last 11 minutes, and I'm supposed to be reviewing the great Ziegfield. How do you pronounce it? Ziegfield? Something like that. All right. Halloween 4? 4. Looking it up on Netflix to see if Halloween 4 or Halloween 5 is on there. But, Halloween 2, the original Halloween, the remake, 2 remakes. Halloween 2, Halloween H2O. Oh, here we go. Halloween 5. I got Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. I remember when they came out on HBO. My friend was all excited about it. I see Halloween 5. I'm not seeing Halloween 4, though. But I will add Halloween 5 to my Netflix queue. Marked for Death? Well, I'll look that one up on Netflix also. I better talk about the great Ziegfeld. I'm kidding. This is becoming a Karate Man Chad video, much like last week. Not that that's a bad thing, but this video is going to go over 30 minutes if I don't talk about this movie soon. The great Ziegfield. Okay, Ziegfield was like a P.T. Barnum. He did. He was like a Carney Barker at the World Fair, like 1897 or something. I forget the year, but he had the world's strongest man, and the Wizard of Oz was across the way, showing off his burlesque girls. So Ziegfield can't sell tickets because he doesn't have a gimmick, so he gets all the women to kiss the strongest man in the world pectoral arm. He starts making a ton of money. And he meets this, he goes on a boat to Europe with the Wizard of Oz. They're looking for talent. It's the same guy who was across the way at the World Fair, who was like laughing at him for not making any money. Then Ziegfield steals all his customers with the gimmick. So they're kind of hostile to each other at the beginning, but they become friends when he gets sick at the end. Of course, this movie has nothing to do with the real Ziegfeld. It's all glamorized for Hollywood. And if you want to see better musical, check out 42nd Street. That's way better with Ginger Rogers and George Brent. That movie is way better. So Ziegfeld goes on a boat cruise with the Wizard of Oz to Europe. He meets this Frenchy gal who got an Academy Award for Best Actress in 1936. We're talking about the Academy Awards. I like Chinese food. I'm not a huge fan of Thai food, but I'll eat it. I do not like sushi. I don't like fish of any kind. And when I did eat sushi when I was in my 20s, I used to wash it down with sake. That's the only way I could eat it. Later on, I built up a tolerance towards swordfish and salmon, things like that. Oh, I love Italian food. Give me spaghetti, lasagna, pizza, anything like that. I'll eat all of it. Yeah, Italian's my favorite. I think my son likes Italian too. He likes all three of those things. But I guess he's lactose intolerant or something. So I got to give him fart pills, but he never takes them. Because lasagna and at least lasagna and pizza have a lot of cheese in it. So I'm looking at my Netflix queue, and I'm trying to figure out where is my oh my gosh. Where's my Martin Scorsese section here? Oh, here it is. The Last Temptation of Christ. Okay, I'm going to delete that one. And then I'll add Halloween 5. Yeah, I like Mexican. We've been eating tacos all day. I got the carne asada fried up with mixed in some smoked paprika. Douse it with some ranch dressing and some Tabasco, and then fry the tortillas in extra virgin olive oil. It comes out really good. I like burritos too, but I don't have the time or the patience to fix burritos, so I just do simple tacos. I'm not seeing Marked for Death on Netflix, but I will add Halloween 5. And I'll look for Halloween 4 and Marked for Death on YouTube later. The Revenge of Mike Myers. Have I seen that? I might have seen that in the movie theater. When did it come out? 1989? No, I haven't seen that. Never mind. So she was a child actress in this Halloween movie. Okay, cool. I just added it. So Ziegfield, they go to Europe. They meet the Frenchy entertainer. Ziegfield charms her and marries her, brings her to New York, makes a big star out of her, and then she divorces him. And Ziegfield goes after a Blondie entertainer. They have a kid, and then the stock market crashes. Ziegfield loses all his money, and he's sick. So the Wizard of Oz goes to visit him because they become better friends by now. He keeps pouring money into Ziegfield shows, but the Wizard of Oz ran out of money. He lost all his money on the stock market. 1929 crash. Yeah, I got like 5 of those spam things this morning. I woke up at 2 a.m. I finished watching Hereditary, and I think I reviewed it at 5 a.m. And I got 2 people in the chat room. You spoke too soon. Here comes the chat bot. And immediately I got like 5 spams. I said, I guess Karate Man's not awake yet. Or maybe he's at work or something. Because all I get is spam bot at 5 a.m. in the morning on a Sunday here in San Francisco. I don't know what time it is at 5 a.m. here. What time it is in Australia. The corresponding time zone. But anyways, I think I went through the Great Ziegfeld sporadically. And I'm approaching 23 minutes. I'll look for Halloween 4 and what was the other one? The Marked for Death. I'll look for that on YouTube. See if I can find it. So, if you like horror, you should check out Hereditary, my last video. That was pretty crazy. That one had me on the edge of my seat, I have to admit. It's definitely right up there with The Exorcist in terms of quality. It surprised me. I didn't know what to expect. It sounded pretty promising based on what I saw, and I read the storyline before I watched it. But just the visuals of everything are just way too. The visuals, the camera work, and the sound. You got to experience the whole thing to really grasp what it's all about. So, anyways, I highly recommend Hereditary. I don't recommend this one. I don't say check it out or post any links in the description box. So, this one was 3 hours, 7 minutes long. It's another roadshow movie. So the last roadshow movie that I saw was the one that my Chinese former co-worker made me watch, which was Gone with the Wind, which is kind of odd because she's she's like a leftist feminist, fascist person. So I thought maybe she'd be offended by Gone with the Wind, but she wasn't. She's kind of an odd person. I think she may have turned into a lesbian since my divorce. Just so that she couldn't marry me. Just to spite me. I think that's what she did. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm just speculating, but anyways. You can see more about that in my previous video if you want to take the time to sit through 25 minutes of mostly movie review. I saved the personal stuff at the end of my video, so if you want to skip the first 24 minutes, I like Pepsi. I'm a Pepsi person, but I will drink like I'll just get the generic Safeway brand cherry cola, and that's even better than Pepsi. So if I had to choose between Coke and Pepsi, I'd probably choose none of the above. I'd choose the generic cherry cola brand. That's just me. But some of these sodas have a weird aftertaste. Like, you notice the orange soda has this metallic taste, and then you get the pineapple soda, and it's got like 100 grams of sugar or something ridiculous. Anyways, nice chat with you, Karate Man. I better cut this video off. It's going over 27 minutes later.